We only gave up 3. They moved the ball.
Following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. The Texans now for their first drive. Field, and that's the signal caller. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down, 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. The 20. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and goal, Houston.
Alert! 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
That's
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
he'll go down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter. And that's caught inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Watson. Short throw. Fells has got it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson going to throw deep for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 51 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 48's money. 48's money. It's our time. It's our time. 49.
Now it's Watson. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Hyde. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. A give running right, it's Hyde. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go, T. Let's go. Drive on. 48 for Mike. All day, baby, all day. Check nickel.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Bang, 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 bang. Activity 5. Check 48 to Mike.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. From the 27, Jackson.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all to the 18. DJ Reader there on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 62 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down.
41 for Mike. 41 for Mike. Check, 41.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jackson now. Throwing again. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
What we got? What we got?
And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta work.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Watson going to give this one to Miller. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Pick it up. Let's go.
3rd and goal, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here, and the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. On 2nd down, Hyde. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Hyde running right. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Well, this game's ripe for the taking in that run. I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down, it's Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing on third down, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive,